Hey, this is Brett, and today I want to take a look at how to schedule social media posts. Specifically, I want to focus on how to schedule things better through WordPress. And one of the tools that I found a while back, actually back in February, and have intended to implement and put into use all that time is called Coschedule. And so today I'm going to jump in there and get it set up. So Coschedule has a free trial that you can use. I believe it's 14 days unless it's changed. But I'm going to click the Get Started Now for Free button, type in my information, and we'll put in a password. Okay, used password generator, and we're going to start the trial. Creating the account, save my login, use a service for that. And I'm off to the races. So it says, as we head into a new year of publishing, here are a few of our newest and most popular features. So they've got a quick little video, minute and 30 seconds. I'm going to watch that and get right back to you. Okay, so I was just taking a look at the video, and looks like there's a couple new features that have come in. One, they have a Chrome app now, so that you can schedule and publish things straight from Chrome. You can also use Google Docs or Evernote to schedule and push things into WordPress. I'm coming at this from a slightly different perspective, but the Google Docs tool in particular stands out to me, and I'm going to give that a try in the future as well. Some very cool stuff. So to continue this moving forward, I'll click the Got It. And what would you like to name your calendar? And I'm going to use the name of my company to name the calendar because I might have people working with me later, and if I want to send an invite or connect people, don't want to confuse this with something personal. And for the moment, it's just me, so I'm going to say just me. I do use WordPress. And here are a few of the things Coschedule can help you organize on a calendar. Content marketing, WordPress posts, social media, marketing projects. I'm interested in all of those. And looks like they've got a handy little tutorial that will step me through each one of these. So content marketing, I can start the tour. Your all-in-one marketing calendar. You can organize your content marketing plan in one calendar. Consolidate, plan, organize, execute, more. And it's starting to show some of the different ways that you can schedule your content visually. Notice they're dragging and dropping around content essentially. You can create it right in Coschedule. And this is where the Google Doc or Evernote integration might come from. So you could write something, title, you could prepare to connect that into WordPress, for example, adding pictures along the way. Working with a team, you can assign tasks to team members. So if you've got multiple writers, that'd be handy. I didn't realize they did that. Good to know. Keep everything organized in one place. So it's a bit of a dashboard as well, among other things. You've got a headline analyzer. I'd seen this before, so you can use a headline analyzer to help better understand how it might perform in social as well as from an SEO perspective. There are other tools out there that do that along with the blog article, but they're all evolving and changing, and social media has a new influence on those things. Medium, the app, is also having an impact there as well. So let's see. Then you can schedule what will be posted and said in various social media channels that you might utilize. drip campaign. Definitely like that concept. Lots of good stuff here. Hope you're getting some of this. Okay. That's just one part of the content marketing calendar. Oh, look at that. Old profile picture. I wonder where they pulled that from. So let's see. Get started here. Use this checklist to explore your Coschedule calendar. Mark with Mostest. You can click it, of course. Okay, cool. That's kind of obvious. Write better headlines, get a score. Handy. Okay. Going longer these days rather than shorter. Set up your calendars, schedule your first piece of content. Select when to explore. So I've got my title. This is still part of the tutorial, so I need to WordPress post, starting the tour. So this is an editorial calendar for WordPress. This is one of the main reasons why I first wanted to utilize this. You can see that this is going to be right inside of WordPress itself. So I'll be able to see a calendar within WordPress and drag and drop things in terms of scheduling. And they're syncing back and forth. That's good to know as well. There's a Google Docs and Evernote import process as well. So you can, if you want to work collaboratively with people on a team, you can eventually convert it to WordPress and send it on in. Good stuff. Okay, schedule your social media while you blog. Create a drip campaign to promote your content right from WordPress. This is another thing that I was looking for. Specifically right in WordPress too. I want to have the ability to manage what's going out from the site. There's other things that you might want to be outside of WordPress for, but this is an area where I was feeling some pain. I used Buffer and a few other tools, and I just didn't feel like I could see what I was trying to do. So we can create reusable content templates. I've been using Social Oomph as well, which allows me to schedule things and repeat them, but I don't really want to repeat the same exact thing, so a template makes a lot of sense. I do have a lot of evergreen content. I've been working on reformatting a lot of that. A lot of my good content that used to be a blog post is now that they've grown and iterated into something much, much more than a blog post. So I definitely want to promote and re-promote those for new readers and viewers. Yeah, this is key, resharing your top posts. I want to make sure that I keep things fresh and keep an eye on what's a top post as well. Love the way this tutorial is running. Some excellent stuff in here. Okay, so there's that part of the tour. We've also got social media integration. Eliminating the repetitive aspects of social media. Bring everything into one place. I have multiple accounts to work with. Very curious to see how that will work. Got a couple different Twitter accounts, for example. I'm also curious as to what I might be able to do with and for multiple different WordPress sites. I've got a couple primary WordPress sites myself, so I'm interested to see how this eventually connects multiple systems. More data is a good thing. Okay. Creating and engaging social media campaigns in minutes. Cool, so you create a campaign. Select where it's going, what day and time, what you're going to say. You can see that they've got a little template button here too in case you want to use a template. Stuff. Then what? Anything. So this must be outside of the current system if you've got some other link that you want to share. And this is back in Coschedule itself, not within WordPress, it looks like. Good. So now we're getting into the resharing stuff. Check out this episode content. Pick. What are they doing? So they're up in the browser bar. You got Coschedule up there. This probably with, that looks like Chrome, I believe. So this is similar to what Buffer App offers and other curation tools out there as well. But nice having it all in one place, especially when it adds it to that fancy calendar such that you can take a look at how everything fits together. Drag and drop social media scheduling, and then here's the drag and drop that they were just talking about. So you can move stuff around after you've dropped it in to make sure things are spread out and you're not absent on any given day or for long blocks of time and sending out too much in one period. Okay, get more mileage. Okay. Start that page. Get more mileage from your messages. Reshare your best content that finds gaps in your schedule. Sounds interesting. I'd have to see that in practice. So there's that tour. I think we've got one more section to go. Marketing projects. Turn all your marketing projects into real life content on the calendar record. And those blog posts, webinars, and ebooks. A lot of placing. All-in-one marketing calendar. So we're sending something out to multiple places. So far, I'm not quite getting this part of the marketing project thing myself. So this is something I'm going to have to explore more, read up on, investigate just a little bit more. Definitely like the idea of having multiple folks looking at the same calendar. Got multiple people working on the project. Copywriter, maybe somebody from design adding an infographic or an image, and SEO folks doing their thing. Everybody can see what's happening and work together and fill in the gaps to make sure things aren't hanging. Here we go. Manage all of your clients' marketing teams and blogs from one account. No logging in and out. I definitely like that because I work with a lot of small businesses, and this will definitely make that aspect of things easier. Give custom roles to different people. I like that too. Okay, so done with the tours at this point in time. And so now I'm going to actually get up and go, and I need to schedule my first piece of content and connect to WordPress site. So let's see, I wrote that headline a minute ago, but it must have deleted while I was doing the tours. Let's reduce those verbs down a little bit. Okay. So how do I save this? Same day as publish day. Copy all that because I'm not sure if I'm in the right spot. Maybe I just need to close this getting started thing and actually do something. Need to connect to WordPress. Okay. Let's see. Got it. Start plugin installer. Start Coschedule plugin installer. Okay. Find my blog. Put in my company's website. Let's try it. I run this on Pressable, so I'm curious if maybe the security or something like that is preventing it. Maybe I need to do this manually. Continue anyway. What does that mean? Yep, so I'm going to have to do this manually. I'm guessing the security settings are blocking this system from being able to attempt to install it. So let's see. Let's get in here real quick. Let me open up a new tab on my own site. Okay, and we'll get down to the plugins. Add a new plugin. Okay, we're looking for Coschedule. Install now. Safari crash. That's always fun. I'll just ignore it for a second, see what happens. Okay, sign in with an existing account. Let's see if it. Nope, didn't like that. Let's try that again. in. Okay. Connected to that calendar that we just created. Don't want to change the password. Okay, and here we go. So you'll see I'm in WordPress. I am in the calendar mode, and I can see numbered a couple different things. A post that I started working on yesterday, it's still in draft, and something that I have here, which is not quite done. I've got some reminders to do things in the future, connect some social profiles and what have you. Okay, so I am connected. Let's refresh this because I was having trouble with Safari earlier. See if it comes back up now. Tell you what, let's pause this video. Okay, so round two. There's only so much you can do sometimes with a tour and stuff like that. So I went through and I've set up and connected my social profiles. They have some quick options here to do that. You can do it. Twitter profile, Facebook page, group, LinkedIn company, a whole lot of stuff, right? Each time you push one of those, it allows you to make a new connection. You can have multiples. I've got a couple different Facebook pages, for example. I've got a single Twitter account at the moment, but I could have more if I wanted to. So I just wanted to point that out. It seemed helpful and useful to know that. And I have 13 days left on my current free trial, and it tells me that I've got 5 more steps to go to finish my setup. So there you have it. A couple more things I wanted to show. On the integrations tab, you can set up a number of different things. I connected my Bitly account, Google Analytics, to track analytics there. They also have a Google Calendar option to allow you to have a bird's eye view of what's going on through your Google Calendar if you like. I like that idea, but I'm not going to do it at this point in time. I'm going to wait a little bit because I don't want to. My Google Calendar can sometimes get out of control with lots of other calendars coming in from different places, and we'll see. I may want that, I may not. Okay, so here's something on the analytics. Now, I have just set this plugin up. I've just created a new account. I'm doing that on an existing WordPress site. And one of the things that is available is in the top post section. Now, this is top post. They take some of the posts that I have, and they must have done some quick analytics measuring how many times things were shared. You'll notice there's a question mark under Twitter. Due to the changes in 2015, they cannot gather Twitter directly from the Twitter API anymore, so there's no number there. And I know on a couple of these, the numbers would be in like the thousands for this particular one here. Weirdly, I didn't even realize this, but this post that I have here, Protect Your WordPress Website Login, from 3 years ago, was shared 280 some times on Google+. I had no idea. I, like many people, I haven't been too active on Google Plus recently, but that one got a lot of attention there. And so useful to know. I am doing this, I'm using this system partly because I've been terrible about sharing my own stuff on social media. So my numbers of social media shares are abysmal, especially for some of these articles that have had hundreds of thousands, if not millions of visitors on them. And so I need to change that, and I need to work on that. It's one of the reasons why I'm using Coschedule in the first place. I did notice in the My Activity section, this particular tool currently doesn't show any information, and I think that's one of those things where the social analytics haven't updated here yet, and the site may have to run a little bit first. But the top post, that's definitely something that's useful to know, and I can look at a couple different slices over time and see if there's some good ways to do things. They are considering a top post based on how many total shares in different social media channels. That's not page views or anything like that. So my concept of a top post would typically be based on page views. They're putting these in based on how many shares that it has over social media, and that discounts Twitter. So that's kind of what this means. I found it a little illuminating. There's also a quick way that you can take a look at different time frames and see some other useful things along the way. But from my perspective, sometimes when you see something that a tool like this says should be a top post and you didn't know that it was a top post, that could mean that you need to take a look at that article again and see what you did right. And also pay attention to what maybe you could have done a little bit better and work to improve that article, optimize it just a little bit. I'm not talking SEO, I'm talking, maybe update it, go back and do a little extra research, some more reporting, gather some more tools on it, just provide an update if it's relatively old, and turn that, decent hitter of an article into a home run hitter or something of that nature. And in my case, part of the thing I'm going to do is try to improve that by sharing it more through social media. So, one of the things that I had here is this post what we were up to last week. Got a couple quick shares, and so if I hit this button, I'm just curious. I'm not going to send it out just yet. I can select a profile. So at this point, I've got my connection set up. I can come in and I can pick and choose where I want this to go. So I can share it to my company Facebook page. I can add this to Google+. I can add it to Pinterest, but I don't have a board found, so I'm gonna have to go back to that. So I'm gonna wait on that one. I could add it to my Twitter account again, and I could add it to LinkedIn if I wanted to. I have another Facebook page that I could put it in as well. In this case, I don't really want it there, so if I need to remove one, I can. So that's all for the good. And at this point then I can go through and I can start to share some things. Now they have these templates, so they pull in the title and the permalink, and they have a couple things there. Some social helpers is what they call them. And they show me some times when I potentially schedule them. The best time right now, 1 hour from now, 3 hours from now, and a custom 5, and so on in a custom time. So if I select best time, now I'm curious, but I'm looking at this particular article and they're showing me the preview. I can see that it's pulling some of the short code that's in the WordPress article instead of the actual text and copy that's there. I don't know if that's how it'll actually play out, but I'm curious, and so my test will involve checking that out some more. So let's see. I'm going to write a quick addendum to this. I'm just playing with it a little bit. Thank you. My daughter just brought me a quick little picture saying I love you. I love you too, Maya. Thank you. And so there's the preview for Facebook. Preview for Google+. I'm not seeing where I can customize each of those at the moment, or if that's even necessary. So I'm just going to add the message. It's customized, and we'll go from there. So now let's go back to my calendar and see. I had selected best time, so I didn't even see what time I was going to go on. Let's see what the calendar says. So it says it's sending out at 3:35. Now, a little confused as it's 4:35 here, so that sounds like it's in the past. I might have a slight difference in server time, system time going on here. But if I wanted to move one of these, I should be able to drag and drop these somewhere, I would think. Or maybe not. Maybe that's in the full calendar. Maybe that's in the web app. Or maybe it's locked in for a schedule for some reason. Let's open it in the web app and see what that does. Just out of curiosity. And it is here. It's synced up, so that's all good. I can highlight in any one of these. Got it. Headline analyzer. Now I've got a lot more tools here. So this is a lot more developed than working straight out of the WordPress system. Actually, that's pulling up an old one. It's clicking on this one. I want to see. You know what? This is the same post. So this is a new message for this post over here. So when I click on this, it pulls up this post. So it's tied to the post. And I want to assign it to a person. That's me. So I've got it assigned to a user now. And I can see, oh, these I can't reschedule them because these were already sent. So these should be published. So if I go to my Twitter account, let's just check that because I'm curious. See what we have here. Okay, and I go take a look at my most recent tweets. Go. Time flies. There it is. 2 minutes ago. Time flies. What was I doing all week? Oh, what we're up to last week? There's the link. So it did publish. So that's why I couldn't drag and drop that around anywhere. It was already there. So what if I want to schedule that again or something? Can I do that? Select profile. In this case, we'll... Oh, still got no boards. I got to figure out the Pinterest connection a little better. I don't know if I have that fully integrated or not yet, but we can send it back on Twitter again and LinkedIn. And let's see. Let's go into that post itself. So this is the post that I'm actually changing. And these are some of the things that I worked on last week. I've just got a whole long list here. And let's see. So I've done a whole lot to reboot old content. I'm just going to copy that and come down here and paste that in. Understatement. Put an arrow. 1 day from now, the best time. And that's just going to Twitter and LinkedIn. Sounds good. Maybe we add a picture. This is a video that was on there. At this point, I'm just kind of playing, but I want to see what's possible. Can I upload an image in here? Or I get to pick an image from the post. Or I can upload a new image. Let's see, just do a screenshot of me doing the 22 push-up challenge. We're uploading, not a small picture, but I don't care. It's going out on social media. It's not on my website. So that's cool. So I've added a quote. I've customized the message quickly. And let's do another one. Heck, 7 days from now. And let's see. Let's just add that. oops, where are we? 2 weeks. Executing more. Okay, so I'm making a new custom message for a week from now. And just run with things at this point. Flash back to a month ago. Wow. Add the message. Okay, so same post, getting done up in a number of different ways. And we'll be able to track the different things that are going on with it. Let's see, can I edit this? Let's see, can I throw it into, can I add on the fly different places? Doesn't look like it. I can only have one thing once I've set it up. So I guess that's kind of an important thing to notice. Unless I want to, I can do a custom. So instead, if I don't want to have the same copy going through 2 different social media channels, I can do this. Just create this new one here. And I can send that one to Google Plus. I already had the one go into Twitter. So these green check marks, good little user note, they become plus items in case you want to add more. I don't want to do Twitter twice. I want to do... Okay. Busy, manic, productive. Add the message. Okay, so I've got a whole bunch of different messages. And at this point now I can see that I've got my message for tomorrow over here. I've got the message for a week from now over here as well. And if I want to, I can move these around. So when they're scheduled, I can move them, which is something I expected, but previously when I tried it, I thought I had it scheduled. And then I've got one for a month from now. So I can start filling up my calendar and seeing what I have for all of my articles. Super happy about the way this is going. This is just as easy as I'd hoped it would be. It has taken some learning, as you can see me going through it, but it's definitely making some progress. Cool.